And now, CJ Ward, Paulo Lopez, Chief Meteorologist Alan Rose, and Mike Lanham Sports. This is Channel 3's Key News at 6.
The Susan Jordan campaign has increasingly focused on misleading allegations about her opponent's record.
The oil thing is a hot issue. The people are not liking it, and Doss is flipping on it.
Accusations fly as the race heats up for a local state assembly seat. Good evening, I'm CJ Ward.
And I'm Paulo Lopez. Thank you for joining us tonight. Who's telling the truth? Two local candidates are embroiled in an oil dispute, and it may decide how voters cast their ballots for an important assembly seat. KEYT senior reporter John Palmentary is live for us tonight on TV Hill with a story. John?
Well, it certainly is hard for all of us to believe that two local Democratic candidates are having a war of the words and a flyers over the offshore oil issue. But in this race, it could be the defining issue in the 35th Assembly campaign. Many Democratic voters have received this election flyer claiming Assembly candidate Doss Williams is supporting the PXP local offshore oil drilling plan, even after the British Petroleum disaster last month. The campaign flyer was put out by his opponent, Susan Jordan. Williams is an offshore oil opponent, but recently supported the PXP project, calling for more drilling now and the removal of 4 platforms at a later date. Local Democratic leaders claim the Jordan flyer twists the truth and is dirty campaigning.
Attacking personally her opponent's reasons for taking the positions that he has on controversial and important issues.
Jordan and her supporters say her complaint is true about Williams' support of the PXP Tranquean Ridge oil project off Lompoc, a plan she is opposed to.
He supports the first new offshore oil lease and drilling in California state waters in 40 years, and I have led the opposition against it. He has continued to support it, even despite the Gulf tragedy that's ongoing, 50 miles of Louisiana coastline covered in oil.
He's already said in the blog that he's got a moratorium going to stop all offshore drilling, that he's endorsing PXP. His hands are covered with oil, and it's hard to get the oil off.
Williams supporters say it's not fair to use the BP fiery blowout and connect it to Williams. They continue to ask for an end to the negative attacks.
When you use terrifying imagery in order to characterize your opponent's position, that's not the kind of debate that we want to have.
And we were able to talk to candidate Susan Jordan, as you saw, but candidate Doss Williams was not available for an on-camera interview. He sent us a message saying that the Democratic Committee press conference did accurately convey his position. Live on TV Hill this evening, I'm John Palmentary, sending it back into the studio.
Okay, thank you, John. And just a couple of hours left to register to vote in the June 8th primary. Santa Barbara County's Elections Office is holding its last day of extended hours to ensure those who want to can register.